Hey everyone, it is Saturday night, October 28th at 7:09 p.m. on the East Coast. I just wanted to say something really quick. I've I'm so appreciative of people that I speak to on the phone, which I've had a lot of conversations this past week, a lot, and long ones, and short ones, and everything in between, and emails and texts, and you know, this is something new for me, having the whole video audio concept involved. The last time that I was writing online and working to expose and warn others about this group, this was not available. This was not a thing. And so um, I knew how I wanted to do it, but the platforms I would need to use are kind of a pain in the bottom, in the buttocks. It's a pain. So I found that since most people um, are inclined to look at and listen to YouTube videos, I went that route. Um, so two things I want to mention. I've had more people say to me, uh, uh, my daughter being one of them, she'll say, "Oh, I heard your video the other night." I said, "Oh, did you see the pictures from whatever it was?" And she said, "There were pictures? Where?" And it's like, how are you just listening to it? And she said, "Yes." And then I found out from other people, one person listens to it while they DoorDash to earn extra money. Other people, it's the same thing. It's on in the background or it's on in their car via YouTube. So that is why I wasn't too worried about pictures. Definitely, it will be, when you see pigs flying past your window, hurry up onto YouTube and say, "I'm sure Tracy's got a video of herself up at this point." Because if pigs are flying, I will be on YouTube showing a video of myself. It is not going to happen. And here's several reasons why. Okay, so this is addressing people that come to YouTube and expect to see. They're probably older. Those people who think like that are probably, let's put you in the age bracket of older than 45, and I'm being generous. I'll say a little older, but I'll go 45 for you. They expect to see a video, which, understandably. But the thing is this. Okay, so not worrying about a podcast platform because of different issues, and I think it's very limiting. And for it not to be limiting, then you have to spend all kinds of money. I'm not trying to do that here. I'm not trying to make it sound all studio quality, or obviously I'm not. you know, as we go on and venture into different things, such as in the group, then that will happen. Because starting after the first of the year, we'll be doing some of the things I spoke about before, fitness videos and gathering together, like maybe on Zoom or something, having, just to see everyone. Then I'll go on. Then I will go on, but it won't be posted publicly. And so if you're looking for that, if you're looking for me to sit in front of a camera, that is definitely not going to happen. Anybody else who's interviewed who wants to be is more than welcome. We can do that, but it's not going to happen for me because originally this was just going to be a podcast. And so on a podcast, you use just your ears only. And I'm someone, I want to see pictures and videos. I do like to see something to go along with being said, but it can't always work. And as you see, most of the time when I post the videos, it's very late at night. I try to not do this during the hours after work, before my granddaughter goes to bed, because I don't want her to feel as my daughters did when we were writing after we got out in 2006, and have them be just in the background. I don't want that to happen. So that's why I do things the way I do. The child is over at her aunt's house this weekend, so this enables me to do this a little bit early. So I just want to say, if you're looking for the video thing going on, and not at 1, 2 in the morning, I am not getting dressed up for you. Sorry. It is not going to happen. And then the other thing is this. I realize, now I'm trying to stay focused. I'm not perfect. I can't say every video has come off as I want it to. Absolutely not. I get a vision in my head, or I get an idea. I have a list of things I want to present. And I want to present things from all different angles. Okay? It could be the smallest thing, which could come off as petty. And I believe I have mentioned before that, this may sound petty as an introduction to something, but when it's all taken together, it's sort of like eating a parfait or something. The idea is to dig down through all those beautiful layers of cake and pudding and whipped cream and crunchy topping and get all of it in the bite, okay? And so that's a terrible illustration, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Some things I present may be very small, may seem minor. Maybe something said by one of the leaders in NTCC, or something one of us experienced. But it all has to be taken together. That's why nothing I present, nothing, not the writings on the blog, not the sharing of stories, not the interviews, nothing should be taken by itself. That doesn't paint the whole picture at all. This is complex. This organization has been around for over 50 years, and in that time, so many people have been affected. And so there are people around that were there near the beginning, and there are people in the middle, and there are people now. And I really want to present that so that anyone listening who's in the military, or is in the group, or has family in the group, or recently got out, or is second generation and grew up in the group, that there's something there they can relate to. And this isn't about these big bombs that you throw and say, there you go, boom, look at that, that's proof. No, because cults, by their nature, are subtle. People who are, I'll say, like a cultic personality, or someone who is controlling. See, the whole thing that keeps you there is there are these tender moments of niceness and love and friendliness and helpfulness. They're fleeting, but they're there. If they weren't there, then it would just be this totally horrible situation that you're in. And if you, and there's a lot of information out there, I've said this many times, there's so much out there about cults, maybe too much, I don't know, there's a lot. If you start looking up cults or narcissists on YouTube, step back, because you are going to be barraged by all kinds of recommended videos. And they all look very similar, the picture that they put up there. So you have to be choosy. You have to figure out if it fits the situation. Not everybody is in the same situation. I received a text from someone. I don't know that I ever personally met them, but they have a situation where they've not been to Graham, they've not been to the Bible school. And so when I hear people who are in local churches, or were, and they were under or associated or entangled with preachers from this group who treated them like we all used to say, like it's the Bible school. Okay, as if that excuses the behavior there. It does not. But when a lot of these, especially younger men, go out, they employ this, and it then creates these little boot camp slash Bible school satellite locations with the same rules as the Bible school, with permissions have to be granted from the local pastor. These were things that we told the leadership about that was going on way back in 2006. I'm sure other people did before and after that. And they chose to ignore it, and they are seemingly happy about it because nothing has changed. So I'm going to leave it at that right now. I just want to address the whole thing about just a few little items that were passed along to me and that I totally appreciate. We can't get better. We can't serve people well if there is no acceptance of constructive criticism. And so I welcome it. I don't welcome the kind that say, "You're bitter, you have to heal." I'm not bitter. I dare anyone to find any evidence of that. Those are little things that are said over the pulpit, have been for years and years and years, and the people, the followers, just mimic the same thing. They really don't even think about what they're saying. They just, understandably, when you're in a high control group like that, there's something within a person that wants to be seen as compliant, that wants to be seen as someone who's on board, no wavering. Maybe the ones who speak the most are wavering the most. Who knows? Can't say I do, but you never know. I'd like to add a quick reminder about checking the YouTube comments. And it's crazy to me that there are YouTube tutorials on how to find comments. I have no idea what the thinking is in the big minds over there of how they are shielding comments. Show all comments. There's not even an option for that. It's top comments and most recent, I believe it is. So here's the thing about the comments. Now, I don't know what happens if you are subscribed to YouTube. I know I have subscriptions. I don't get notifications. That would be crazy, of every comment, because some channels have thousands upon thousands of comments. So what is one to do? In something like this, I'm going to tell you that there are people who are sharing some of their stories on YouTube in the comments on various videos. I don't know how to remedy this so that you can see it. I may just screenshot and put them in their own separate little shorts. Maybe like their own little pair of shorts. Okay. Oh. Put them in there. But I think that's maybe what I'll do. I just gave myself a good idea. Okay, but I'm just telling you, look, and it's stupid. No one should have to go back and pore over all the different YouTube videos. I wouldn't want to put you through that. But if you click on videos just randomly and say, "Oh wow, look at all the comments here," just start reading some of them, because there's some good stuff there, okay? And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do that right now. Bye. But first, a quick thank you. And I can't express enough how thankful I am to anyone who watches or reads or looks at any of the platforms that I have. it's because you do that that enables it to be found in searches, to pop up in recommended either videos or on Instagram, on Twitter. It means everything to me. The fact that I have more than 2 views, meaning my daughter and myself, it just blows my mind. And I'm just so thankful, and I just want to tell you that.